Okay, folks, we are going to have a look at the wonderful evoker talents here. Give me 2 seconds. I have to do this every time, man. So, we are chilling out here at the Wowhead Talent Calculator. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, I just had to confirm something. Mythic Trap hasn't updated the calculator in over a week. I don't know. Maybe Wowhead's like, stop doing our job better than this. But so on the left, we have the general tree. On the right, we have the DPS tree. I really do like these icons. They look pretty cool. The Devastation tree, I have a feeling like it's going to be weird. As you can see, none of these nodes are square, but some of them do have some of them are abilities, right? Some of them are base abilities. Now, it might just be that they're not square because essentially by level 70 they're going to have most of these abilities unlocked. So we're going to just take a look, right? So we're going to see if we can make some kind of cool tree. It is interesting that they have 3 nodes. I mean, I guess that makes sense. All the other trees have 3, but weird. Okay. So for the first one, we've got Landslide, which is our 1.5 minute cooldown. Conjure a path of shifting stone, rooting them for 30 seconds. Damage may cancel the effect. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know about... Sorry, my dog just came in. She's freaking out a little and kind of not really trusting me because I had to spray her with a flea treatment. But a stun is really useful given their toolkit because they're casters. So, okay. Obsidian Scales. Reinforce your scales, increasing your armor and reducing magic damage taken by 20%. Last 12 seconds. So that's a defensive ability. Expunge. It's a detox. So this is the healer tree. So we've got Natural Convergence. Disintegrate channels 20% faster. I guess that's their laser beam. Forger of Mountains. Its cooldown is reduced and it can withstand 200% more damage before breaking. Okay, so 1.5. So it's a minute cooldown there. Innate Magic. Essence regenerates 5% faster. So these guys are going to be essentially operating under Warlock Shards, and that's going to be called their Essences. So we're going to take the Essence. I don't think we need Expunge. Obsidian Scales, really cool defensive. Permeating Chill. When you're damaging blue spells, reduce the... your damaging blue spells reduce movement speed. Okay, we can take that. Obsidian Scale cooldown is reduced by a minute, so it's a 1.5 minute cooldown. That lines it up with Diffuse Magic. Enkindled. Living Flame deals 5% more damage and healing. Huh. That's interesting. I think Living Flame is their form of smite or penance or whatever, where it can be damaging or healing. I can't fucking remember. It would be really cool if they put Living Flame somewhere on the talent tree. But we've got Rescue, which would be flying to an ally. Scarlet Adaptation. Store 20% of effective healing up to blank. Your next damaging Living Flame consumes all healing to increase its damage dealt. Okay, so that could be powerful if this was, say, like 500 extra damage or 500 extra healing or 5,000, something like that. That could be very powerful. Could be. Doesn't mean it is. But, okay. Cauterizing Flame. Cauterize an ally's wounds, removing all bleed, poison, curse, and disease effects. Heals for blank upon removing any effect. It's a 1 minute cooldown. Powerful Dispel? Maybe. Tail Swipe, reduced cooldown. Wing Buffets, reduced cooldown. So apparently, they have a knockback and a stun and a root. I Has someone talked to druids? Their toolkit's getting kind of destroyed here. Recall. You may reactivate Dreamflight. Deep breath within 3 seconds after. Oh, okay, you may reactivate deep breath within 3 seconds after landing to travel back in time to your takeoff location. Oh, okay, yeah. So so you'd want that, because deep breath sends you from point A to point B, and then you can get back to point A really quick. Okay, so you'd kind of want that. Quell is just their interrupt. It's 25-yard range, 40-second cooldown. Okay, so we'll go here. Tailwind hover increases your movement speed by 70% for the first 4 seconds. I got a cat that is deciding to run everywhere. I love her to death, but she's being kind of a butt. So what do we got? Tip the scales, 2-minute cooldown. Compress time to make your next empowered spell cast instantly at its maximum empowerment level. Dream Breath, Eternity Surge, Fire Breath, and Spirit Bloom. Okay. So we spent 8, so we need to spend 20 points, but I'm not seeing 20 points over here. Your magic damage done is increased, that's good. Fire Breath instant damage increased by 10%, that's good. Why is that there? That shouldn't be a talent. Just remove that talent. And then leave that there and have that go down. Well, above 75% health, your movement speed is increased. We don't need to take that. We can skip that now. We do want Tip the Scales. It is a 2-minute cooldown, but it's fine. That is magic damage taken. Again, these are just things that don't need to exist. Redirect your excess magic to a friendly healer for 30 minutes. When you cast an empowered spell, you restore 0.5% of their maximum mana per empower level. So if you cast at max, I think it's like 4 empower levels, so you're restoring 2% of their max mana. That can be really powerful. Ancient Flame. Oh, you can kind of make a Living Flame build with this stuff. Okay, so let's go there. Green spells restore more. Flames of life surround you. Renewing Blaze. Pyrexia. Zephyr. Conjure an Updraft. Okay, so all of these are healing. Ancient Flame could be useful. If there's no time limit on this, like I can see you popping Ancient Flame and then Scarlet Adaptation, but that's also like you need to keep casting healing for that to work, so I don't know. Hover is some kind of ability. I can't remember. It's the thing where you're moving and you're dealing damage. So fly with me, swoop to an ally, and fly with them to the target location. Okay. That's... dude. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Unravel. Sunder an enemy's protective magic, dealing massive damage to absorb shields. That's very situational. But there are moments where that could be very useful. I can think of a few bosses, Halandris and Segne, and then which other one has a shield? Trash. And I think there's a couple dungeon bosses that have a shield. Azura Strike cleaves. Oppressing Roar. Let out a bone-shaking roar at enemies in a cone, increasing the duration of CC that affect them by 50% in the next 10 seconds. That's interesting. Removes 1 enrage effect from from each enemy. Oppressing Roar's cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds for each enraged dispelled. Okay, so it helps stop enrages. Oh. That's just that talent, so it would be 2 talents to make it remove an enrage. I don't know about that. So we'll take Protracted Talons, Leaping Flame, and then Deep Breath stuns enemies. We don't need that. That's not an end cap talent, man. They were talking about, oh, we want end cap talents. However, it gains an additional charge, so that's movement. Time Spiral. Bend time, allowing you and your allies to cast their major movement ability once in the next 10 seconds, even if it's on cooldown. Okay, so that's movement. We still have 8 points, so we're going to be able to get this pretty easy. Swoop to an ally. Twin Guardian. You and your ally are protected from harm, absorbing damage equal to 30% of your maximum health for 5 seconds. I imagine that's for Fly With Me. Zephyr. Conjure an updraft to lift your party members within 25 yards into the air, reducing damage taken from AoE by 20% and increasing movement by 30%. Oh, that could be really good if there's like... Okay, that's really good. You'll definitely want that as a healer. Time Spiral, that's just movement. What do we got here? Right here, Fire Breath causes your next living flame to strike an additional target. So, what do we got here? Attune to the Dream, Beautiful Bloom, Tailwind, Living Flame deals 5% more damage and healing. So we'll want to take that. We still have 3 extra points to play with. Ancient Flame. I mean... Well, we still got 2 more points. Renewing Blaze's cooldown is reduced. While its initial effect is active, you receive 20% healing increase. We'll take Pyrexia. So that's going to be the general tree. That was interesting. 12 minutes. Next is going to be the Devastation tree. Okay. Pyre. Lava Ball of Flame to deal fire damage to an enemy. Ruby Essence Burst. Your living flame has a 20% chance to cause an Essence Burst, making your next Disintegrate, Pyre, or Charged Blast cause no Essence. Okay. Azure Strike has a 15% chance to cause an Essence Burst, making your next blah 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 cost no Essence. Okay, okay, I see what they're doing. Red magic, blue magic. Okay. Disintegrate deals more damage. Pyre has a 30% to flare up and explode again on a nearby target. So it's Living Bomb. Deep Breath damage is increased by 10%. So we'll take this, and we'll take this. That's just AoE. Pyre's Essence cost is reduced by 2. Essence Burst stacks 2 times. So what's this? Essence Burst making... Okay, so you can save up to 2. I think you might do that. What are we going to lose? If we don't take this talent, we lose out on these 5 choices. Red spells deal more damage. Engulfing Blaze. Living Flame deals 40% increased damage and healing, but its cast time is increased by 0.5 seconds. But that's fine because we got something that reduces the cast time, right? Yeah, right there. That reduces the cast time of it by 40%. So that's fine. Ruby Embers. Living Flame deals damage over 12 seconds or restores health to allies stacks 3 times. Okay. So that could be really cool. So if we're going for a Living Flame build, we kind of go over here. Firestorm. An explosion bombards the target area. Okay. Essence Burst has a 10% chance to not be consumed. Okay. Snapfire. Living Flame has a 12% chance to reset the cooldown of Firestorm, making your next one instant cast and dealing 40% increased damage. This sounds like Fire Mage. and Hot Streak, right? That sounds like Hot Streak. That kind of sounds like Hot Streak. And then this is very interesting. We do kind of have it going for a Living Flame build, but there's not really much else you can do in that tree. So we'll go this way. Essence Burst stacks 2 times. Okay. Dragon Rage. Erupt with Draconic Fury. You motherfuckers have been reading the forum. And exhales pyres at 3 enemies. For 14 seconds, Essence Burst chance to occur is increased to 100%. And then over here is... Oh, no, wait. One of these is supposed to be Ruin. It's talking about Ruin. Okay. There's Dragon Rage. Then there's Azure Affinity to pick up for the blue spells. But it actually is looking... oh, that boosts Pyre, so we're going to go and take that. Dragon Rage lasts 6 seconds longer. So a 2-minute cooldown at 20 seconds. You're looking at about a 15% uptime. Okay. Empower spells reach maximum level in less time. You always want that. Empowered spells increase your essence regen. Okay, you want that. What's this? Eternity Surge. Focus your energy into release. Okay, so into releasing a salvo of pure damage to an enemy. At first level, it damages 2 enemies. Or one enemy without the Eternity Span. Then it's 2 enemies, then 3 enemies. Okay. So that's kind of cleave. Charged Blast. Exhale a bolt of concentrated power from your mouth for spell frost damage. It increases the damage of Charged Blast by 100% for 3 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. So it's 2 essence, instant cast. It doesn't look like it's empowered. Expansive Maw, making it RNG reset or cleave. And then this is increases your maximum essence to 6, so you're going to want that. Quell's cooldown, that's the interrupt. Your empower spell's maximum level is increased by 1. You kind of want to pick that up just because we are still missing 3 points, so we can pick up Eternity Surge. Causality. Essence abilities reduce the remaining cooldown of Eternity Surge. Eternity Surge crits grant you Essence Burst. Okay, with Causality. We don't really need Causality, but we'll go with it. Eternity Surge hits twice as many targets. Well, you don't have to take Eternity Surge to get down to that, so you're going to want to swap Eternity Surge with Causality. No. Swap Eternity Surge with Charged Blast. You need to do something. Maybe move Eternity Surge down there, move Power Nexus over there. Because then you can get Charged Blast and not have it require Eternity Surge. Honed Aggression, Azure Strike's damage is increased. Heat Wave, Fire Breath damage is increased. Feed the Flames, Pyre reduces the remaining cooldown of Fire Breath. So, Fire Breath build, kind of arcane build. We have 9 points to fuck with. And it looks like all 9 points would be there, so we kind of have to choose here. What's that? Pyre reduces the remaining cooldown of Fire Breath. And Pyre is... it doesn't have a cooldown. Ruined. Ah, there you go. Ruin. During Deep Breath, you gain the maximum benefit of Mastery Giant Killer, regardless of the target's health. So, if a target is over 75%, it takes X% more damage. That's your Mastery. So, you would want to take Ruin for the increase, like just the increased damage. It's great on Burst, and then every time you pop Dragon Rage and Deep Breath, you're going to be dealing maximum damage. Fire Breath and Eternity Surge reduce the remaining cooldown of Deep Breath and Dragon Rage by 1 second. Dragon Rage is a 2-minute cooldown. Okay. What's this? Damaging an enemy with Pyre or Living Flame extends the duration of Fire Breath's dot. Ooh. Interesting. So this is essentially a Living Flame build. What's here? Disintegrate increases your damage done to the target by 5% for 4 seconds. Scintillation. Disintegrate has a 6% chance each time it deals damage. I'm not seeing Disintegrate. Disintegrate must be a basic ability. But it has a 6% chance each time it deals damage to cast a level 1 Eternity Surge at the target. So I would be taking this. It's relatively okay, like it's kind of a cleave build, but this builds up damage on Living Flame, and it's all about that fire damage. And then it also gives you Eternity Surge, which helps, you can charge it up and make it do a little bit of damage. I personally think that you could totally charge this. Just for the cooldown that it would give to Dragon Rage. Oh, there's some. Yeah, just for the cooldown. So it looks like your maximum is what, 4, even though we took one that says you can charge it even higher, so 5. So it's 5 seconds off each time. That's a 30-second cooldown. Then Fire Breath, I imagine, is 30-second cooldown. That's not too bad, actually. I like this build. I cannot lie. I really do. I really like this build. Would I play this class? Absolutely not. But I don't like ranged, and I don't like a class that's needlessly complicated just to look cool. And that's what the Evoker is. The Evoker is just looking cool. Could it do a lot of damage? Yeah, but from the gameplay I've seen, it doesn't play how I would like the class that I play to play. So, just personal opinion. I'm okay with this. I'm ready to see how this goes.